Esports has been described as the world's fastest growing sport. To put it in perspective, the IEM Poland competitions gained 47 million unique viewers. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. The essence of esports is competitive gaming, with players being on six-figure salaries.
Call of Duty is still a very young esport.
Yeah, it is my career. It's every single day.
Yo, we're here in Bournemouth, which has one of the elderliest populations in the UK. We're going to find out what some of these people think about esports. Let's go. Let's go meet our subjects. We're here with Carl, Dave, Howard, James, Paul and Ryan. And are you a gamer yourself?
Yes.
I mean, you work in games, so...
Not really. Football manager maybe, but that's about it.
No, don't be ridiculous. I'm far too old.
Yeah, I play a few video games, yeah, sure.
What console do you play on?
Mainly PC.
No, never have been. I'm a little bit old for that. Played Riven and Riven 2. I don't know if you remember those. Not really.
Yeah.
Fantastic puzzle games.
Yeah. Definitely play video games. I play on Xbox One and I also got a gaming laptop.
So we're here with my Don, Mr. Parrot. Can I ask you a few questions? Guess that's a no. Do you know what esports is?
Not really.
No.
Vaguely. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give you.
I've never heard of it, I'm afraid, no.
So it's basically competitive gaming.
Where people compete in competitions just like any other sport competition and they earn money from it, so they get paid. So this is online.
Okay, where do I sign up? I can make a living from this, can I?
Yeah.
A little bit, where it's competitive gaming with massive companies.
Would you say there's a stereotypical gamer to you? Like, what would you think of when you hear gamer?
Oh, basically a Games Workshop or my son, basically. He plays a lot of video games.
Yeah, I mean, the stereotype is people who maybe play too many video games and don't go out as much as other people. That sort of thing, yeah.
Oh, crikey, that's a hard question. I don't know, you might have picked the wrong person for this because I'm a bit old-fashioned. Not really. The very few games I've played, not online with other players, have been puzzles.
So you would say that gamers are usually quite like intellectual?
For me, yes. Yeah, I'm not interested in blowing people up, killing mummies or anything like that.
Not so much now. I think it's a bit more normalised now. But I think back in the day, yeah, just the sort of person who just sit inside, not doing much, not got a social life.
To be honest, there's not really, because of seeing every person come in here. Yeah. I couldn't really say now who's a typical gamer.
Someone who plays games?
Nerdy?
Not necessarily. Loads of mates that definitely aren't nerdy that play games.
What do you think of people earning money from esports and gaming?
Yeah, well, I heard people can sort of earn millions from it. The person that wins Counter-Strike, League of Legends, those sorts of games, yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it whatsoever, as long as they're not abusive or violent or sexist, as long as they're just games, because the internet can be a bit crazy, can't it? There's a lot of evil stuff out there.
I mean, it makes sense, because if you make money from actual sports, then making money from esports would make sense.
Really good. Really, if, for example, I know football teams, they now buy people or pay people. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
How can I do it?
I have no problem with that. If they're earning money from it, no, none whatsoever.
The market for esports in 2020 is predicted to be worth a staggering $3 billion.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine it, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, we're here. We're going to ask them some questions. Oi, excuse me. Can I? Right, yeah, they're pretty shy, so fuck it. Do you think esports is a sport or not?
I wouldn't call it a sport, no, not personally. To me, a sport is something physical. Maybe you become an athlete and you actually compete bodily on the field or on the track. But certainly a mental sport, if you like.
I mean, if you can consider darts a sport, then I don't see why esports can't be a sport. Why not? It's good enough, yeah.
Not really. It is really good on what they're doing, but not a full-on sport.
I suppose it depends how you define sport. It's like, is chess a sport? It's a mental sport probably rather than a physical sport.
I would have to say traditionally no, because it's not necessarily what I would call a sport that qualifies for Olympic status.
Tricky one. I think, well, I know chess is considered a sport, and I guess the fact that it's earning so much money and people take it quite seriously, yeah, why not?
Thank you. You heard it here from Carl. That game, safe. Brilliant. That's it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
My pleasure.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you. All right, brilliant. Yeah, cool. That's brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Thank you. That's it.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
We met up with a local gamer called James
I'm James, I'm 17, I'm from Bournemouth.
to see what he thought about gaming and esports.
Do you watch eSports and why?
Yes, I do watch it. Watching the pros play allows me to improve on my personal game. It's just fun to watch. A bit like watching football or rugby.
Do you think eSports can be considered a professional sport?
I do believe that esports should be considered a professional sport purely because it has the money, it has growing views, it sells out stadiums just like any other sport would. Like, it's more popular than badminton, than tennis, than loads of other sports, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no one likes badminton anyway.
Fuck you.
Why do you enjoy gaming?
Good question. I enjoy gaming because it allows me to escape from the real world. Not because my life's particularly bad or anything like that, it just helps. The surrealism that you get, it's different from real life. You get away from everything that might be wrong, from stress from like exams and revising, and like if you're just having a bad day, it's nice to get away from it all by just having to go on the game.
Easier to ignore your girlfriend for 2 hours. How much time would you say you spend on gaming?
Honestly, I spend too much time gaming. Overall, I have over 900 hours on CSGO and too many on other games, but nowadays less so, but I used to spend too much.
Has gaming left you in a more positive place?
I believe it has left me in a more positive place. Like I said before, I can relieve stress easier. It's nicer just to do something, get your mind off whatever you might have mind on. And I think that it's helped me with other things in life, like with the game. It might sound a bit stupid, but you have to focus on something for a long period of time. You have to keep track of several different factors, and that can help in life in other things that you might need to do.
One could say that esports is the new era of gaming. It's gone from this
I'm not Pete, dude. Okay, okay. Oh, wow, you're actually gonna say that!
to a professional and legitimate sport.